I'm going to show you how to get the most out of your workout when you're hitting the bag, how to land the shots like a pro. Here's the secret. Here's the secret word. You ready? Distance. Distance and range. And what a lot of people don't understand when they start doing this modality is different strikes require you to be different range, different distance from the target, right? And the good thing about this bag, it doesn't move a lot. This is a great bag. If you're just starting this modality of trying kickboxing fitness classes and I Love Kickboxing, this is a great bag to learn on because it doesn't move. You know, a traditional bag will swing and move, which adds another variable to your timing on the movement. So this is a fantastic one to look at. So I have to work with to start with. So I have Heather the Hero here. We're going to start with some straight punches, jabs and crosses. And what I want her to do is, Heather, we're going to do jabs and crosses off the back. Okay, so off the back. So we're off the back like this. Yep, you got it. You got it. Let's put your left hand out. See, striking the back, she needs to be up here. Okay, but we're going to start back here just so you can see the distance we need to cover. So she goes 1, 2, she can't, even if she turns fully on her right foot, she still can't reach it, right? So how do we cover that distance, right? We're gonna step in with our front foot, boom, and now we're right there. And the power is on the end of the shot, right? End of the shot, not too jammed up, okay? So let's see her get too jammed up. If she goes in too close, straight, see, now she can't extend her arms, right? Let's get back. The power's on the end. Think about a whip cracking. That's where the snap is on the end, right? Or a baseball player hitting it. The power's on the very end. Golf power's at the extension, right? At the end. The same with these punches. The power's at the very end at the snapping where it rotates and snaps over, okay? So out here she can't reach it. Yep, but we don't want to jam ourselves too much, so we're going to step in and get it right on the end, so she'll knock out some right there, rotating it, turning it over with good power, keeping the elbows in, not up like this, elbows are in. That's where the power is, okay? So let's watch you do a hard shot, maybe a hard right hand. Good, you can feel the power, the snap, and not a push. Unfortunately, a lot of people try to push it sometime. More of a snapping, popping motion. Again, that's it. That's the twisting and the popping that we want. Now, a hook punch, guess what? Requires even closer. Okay, so if she doesn't move closer, here's what happens. Here's what's gonna, see what that looks like? See her body mechanics, her posture isn't good, she's off balance, she has no power in that shot because her balance is very bad, she's leaning forward. So guess what she has to do? Yep, step forward. And look how close she is. Look how close her head is to the target. I mean, it's right there by the bag, but now she's in great posture. Look at her posture. She's in great posture right there. Good. Boom. Now, uppercut, guess what? You got to get almost even closer. I mean, your head is almost touching, and these are shorter shots to keep her posture just right. So look at those 3 different ranges, guys. 3 different ranges we're working on. Long range punch. That's a hard one to say. Long range punch like that. Other hands up beautifully, right? That's where the power is. Going to a hook, she's got to slide in. Going to an uppercut, guess what? Maybe a little bit closer. Boom, boom, boom. Now she's going to back up for the hooks. Oh, and then back up even more for the straight ones. So let me show you a very simple drill. She's going to do straight punches on the back. You're going to see her for 10 times. She's going to slide in for the hooks 10 times. She's going to slide in a little more for the uppercuts 10 times, but then she's got to go back out. She's going to back out for the hooks, back out for the straight ones. You ready to go? So here we go. Straight ones. Good. Long range distance. She's in for the hooks, mid-range. Super close for the uppercuts. Back to the hooks. And backs up more for the punches. Look at that. See how she's controlling that? Keep going on that drill. Just keep going back and forth. See how she's controlling that distance, controlling herself, getting closer, further away. So next time you're hitting the bag in your I Love Kickboxing class or you're working the bag, work on these distances, right? And she's all the way back for the long ones. Let's finish strong here. Yes, beautiful. Okay, now we're going to go to kicks. And let's start with the longest kick you got. What is the longest kick we have? It's a side kick. Okay, and here's why it's the longest one, because your body is sideways and her hips are turned. Look at that, hitting with the heel. Hardest part of the bottom of your foot, guys, is the heel of your foot. That's what you want to strike with, not just the bottom. then it's going to be more of a smacking motion. Let's get the heel in there, right? So now I'll show you, if you'll watch her foot here, we're going to turn to a front kick position and watch what happens. Now she barely can touch it, meaning she's too far out, right? Unless she leaned forward and her weight came forward. So the longest move you have is the side kick. So let's practice some side kicks. And what I want Heather to work on is really getting as much length in her leg and reaching out as far as she can. Let's give it a try. Beautiful. Again. Good. Again. And she'll test her length. She's learning how long her limbs are, right? And if you haven't done this movement a lot of people are too close or too far out. Good. Let's back up a little more and see if you can hit it. Try that. Ah, too far, right? But powerful legs, again. Good, again. And the power's on the end of the shot, right at the end. That's where the extension is. And if you look at her side kick, one more, just hold it out there for us, Heather. If you'll notice how everything's in line, her heel is in line with her hip, with her shoulder, all the way. There's nothing out of line there. If she was leaned over, see that, then we're not going to have a lot of power in the shot, okay? So we have to get everything in that hip rolled down almost and extended. So watch it. Yep, see how she's rolled down, extended the hip. So try it again with good power. Good, that was perfect extension. And she's kicking pretty high, about waist high, which is great. If you can't, you can do it low. So, I mean, try. Yep, maybe not that close, right? Good, so that's perfect. So don't worry about height. I'd rather you get the form just perfect and low than high and sloppy. Okay, so front kick, okay, with the lead leg. She's got to get in a little bit closer, right? So let's try that one. Good, that looks great. She's hitting with the ball of her foot. Good. Beautiful. Try the back leg kick. She's gonna, right, and she's gonna really extend forward here. So see how her head will go back, but her power's driving forward, but her head is going back, right? Because we want to try to get all the power that way. Again. Yes, beautiful. Again. Perfect. Okay, now the round kick is a really special one, a round kick. You have to remember round kick comes around. That's why it's called a round kick, right? And you can get, you've got a lot of leeway here because you have a bigger surface area to strike with. Her shin bone, I mean, I've got from under her knee all the way to the instep of her foot. I've got this much striking surface. So that my distance can move around this far. I've got that much. Whereas a heel, if I'm struggling, I don't have much room to play with. It's very small surface area I'm hitting with. So it's like a big old baseball bat. I tell people when I'm training them, pretend you have two ball bats right here. So let's do the round kick with your back leg, with your right leg, and she's got all that surface area to hit with again. And she could probably get a little closer and make it work. See there? I'll make it work. The only thing you have to be careful if you get too far back, and if you'll do this and don't hit it hard so you don't hurt your foot, if you get too far back, if we'll hold it up, she's hitting with her toes. And a lot of small bones in your foot, and there's nothing worse than hitting with your toes, right? So we want to hit with that shin bone, okay? So make sure when you're doing this movement, you get the distance close enough where you're not hitting with your toes. I'd rather you be too close on this kick than too far away because you could injure your foot. So check out the round kick again. Here we go. She's going to go with it. Boom. Good. Good. Her distance is perfect. Good. Okay, so now let's go to side kick. Now look. She's very long, far away, right? Front kick. Front kick. Good. Again. Whenever you see a person that's done this a lot, you can tell they know what they're doing when their distance is almost perfect every single time, right? Every single time. Jab punch. Good. Long as she can with her hand, right? She's really getting it out there as long as she can. Great rotation. Good. Good. Hook punches. Guess what? Got to come in tighter. Got to come in tighter. Good. Good. Okay, another thing on these punches is making sure you hit with your knuckles. And if you're too close, you're going to hit with your fingers, with your straight punches, right? So let's go back to these straight ones. Good. See how she's turning over her hand and hitting with her knuckles because her distance is right. If she's too close, there's no way she's going to be able to get the extension and get the knuckles on the punch, right? Just like that. So perfect. And the hooks, if you're too far out on the hooks, guess what? You're going to hit with your fingers again. You're going to be slapping it with your fingers. You got to get a little bit closer so she can get the elbow up. Boom. Perfect. Okay, so let's review. To get the most out of your workout, to get it right, to land the shots where they're powerful, they're solid, burn the most calories, have the most fun. It's more fun when you do it right, Heather? Make sure you understand the different distances between your straight punches, your hooks, your uppercuts, and your kicking distances too. Play with those next time you're doing your workout and have fun. Keep kicking.